How you doing? Capt Blair Wiggins here from Addictive Fishing Television. I want to talk about the new model SX200 by Skeeter. This one happens to be 20 foot long and it has the same characteristics as all the big bay boats that they make. It has a reverse chine to give it that signature smooth dry ride that all the Skeeter boats have. The first thing I want to talk about is the standard options on the boat. Standard up front cleats, you have two midship, one in the bow, and that's standard that comes on the Skeeter boat. Also, you have the option of a Minn Kota trolling motor that goes on the front. And one good thing about this 20-foot model, if you happen to live in an HOA here in Florida or wherever you're at that don't allow boats in your driveway, this one here, it's a pretty good chance this boat's going to fit in your garage. Let's check out the inside of it. The first thing I want to talk about inside is the front fishing platform right here. That's where I like to be most of the time. Got the Minn Kota in the water, and you got a great platform to go fishing up here. Has an anchor storage locker right in the front and a big storage area right up here for all of your life preservers and storage of basically anything you need. Starting off with the console here in the front, it's got a seat, but it's also a bait well. It's a 15-gallon live well in here and keep all your bait alive. Another thing with Skeeter is the great access into your console. You can get in there and work on anything you need to. Nice, I could almost crawl through this whole console right here, it's so big. But Skeeter knows you're gonna have to get in there and work on things, so they give you plenty of room. Now let's check out the dash. You know, one thing about Skeeter consoles that I love, they give you a great big area right here. Even in this 20-foot model, you can inset your favorite electronics. Also has the lip up here in case you're having your cell phone or anything up there and you hit the gas real hard. I can't tell you how many times I've had things come off when I've been on other boats into my lap. That's gonna hold everything in there and keep everything protected. Has your standard switches, live well fill, bait well fill, your nav lights, everything's right here, your control tips, along with your gauges, make sure you got enough gas, and also gives you a water pressure indicator here that makes sure that that engine is gonna stay nice and cool when you're running. The next thing I want to talk about on this SX200 happens to be the lockable rod storage. Now this is only available on the Skeeter SX200. No other model has the lockable sides like this. And it's a great place to store your rods. You can lock them up at night if you happen to be staying in a hotel room or whatnot. You can lock them up and they're always gonna stay safe. Now the next thing I want to talk about is the leaning post seat right here. It happens to have 5 rocket launchers on the back, and what I mean by rocket launchers is they're rod holders. Hold you great 5 rods. How many rods you need to fish with? I don't know, but this will hold 5 of them right here and you can put others in the side. The storage underneath the seat has the snaps right here to hold the seat in place when you're running, and just an absolute great feature on this leaning post seat. Now the next thing I want to tell you too is an Engle cooler comes standard on every Skeeter boat. Now let's talk about the back of the boat. This is where a lot of the business gets done when you're out fishing. So you need a good platform to fish off of, and Skeeter definitely has put a great platform, non-skid here. You got 2 great seats. These fold up for some of the most comfortable rides you'll ever have in your life. It's got a 35-gallon live well in it with an 800-gallon-an-hour circulatory pump and an 800-gallon-an-hour fill pump, which means if you have the standpipe in, you can cut off the seacocks back there and fill the live well and still have it recirc, and you keep your bait alive wherever you need to. 150 Yamaha does the job, gets you where you need to go. And if you want a hydraulic jack plate, Atlas makes a great one. It's a good option that you can have on, but Skeeter always puts on a setback to set the motor back where it should be for a great signature smooth dry ride that Skeeter always has. That about covers the SX200 model. If you want to learn any more information about it, check your local dealer or look them up at skeeterboats.com.